Hello, in this short video we are going to investigate the following challenging problem on the topic of definite integrals. If for some constant a we have this equality between these integrals, then f of 1 plus 2 times f of 2 is equal to. Pause the video at this point and give it a try to see which one of the given options is the correct answer to the problem. Okay, as you saw in the options given, none of the options were depending on a constant a. So first of all, we have to get rid of this constant. One thing we can do is because this given relation is valid for all choices of x, we can also choose x to be 0. So if I choose x to be 0, then the left-hand side becomes integral from 0 to 0 f of t dt. And everywhere I see x, I put 0, so it becomes e to power 0 minus a times e to power 2 times 0, and then integral from 0 to 1 f of t e to the power of minus t dt. But we already know from the properties of definite integrals this is nothing except 0. So, and the right hand side becomes e to power 0 is 1, e to power 0 is again 1, so I will get minus a times integral from 0 to 1 f of t e to the power of minus t dt. But this is good enough. Why? Because from here, if I move the integral to the left with the constant a, so it becomes a integral from 0 to 1 f of t e to the power of minus t dt is equal to 1. So this means that instead of a times this integral, which is exactly this combination, I can simply put 1. So this, a little bit more complicated equation, turns into a simpler equation as follows. So the left-hand side is still integral from 0 to x f of t dt. The right-hand side becomes e to power x, but instead of a times this integral, I can just simply put 1, and I will have e to the power of 2x. So it's minus e to power 2x. But now the next thing I want to do, I want to get rid of the integral sign. Okay, but because the function f of x is not given, so in order to get rid of the integral sign for a function, for an unknown function, I will use the first part of the fundamental theorem of calculus and differentiate both sides with respect to x. So I differentiate the left-hand side with respect to x. I will do the same for the right-hand side. But the left-hand side, according to the first part of the fundamental theorem of calculus, simply becomes f of x. And the right-hand side, the derivative of e to the x becomes e to the x. The derivative of e to the 2x becomes minus 2e to the 2x. So that's your function. And now the question mark is, what is f of 1 plus 2 times f of 2? So I just need to calculate that. So the question mark is f of 1 plus 2f of 2, which becomes f of 1 means replace x with 1 everywhere. This is f of 1 plus 2 times f of 2, replace x with 2 everywhere. And I open up the pair of brackets, so it becomes e to the e minus 2e to the 2, and I multiply the 2 in, so it becomes 2e to the 2 minus 4e to the 4. And then as you see, these middle terms are cancelled, and what I get for the answer to the problem is e minus 4e to the power of 4, which is the correct answer to this problem. And as you see, the answer is option A. I hope that the video was useful for you. Until the next video, be safe and goodbye. Thank you.